A note on entrapment, which maybe would have been delayed for some other time, but Sean Connery died yesterday, so this is it's a small, insignificant obituary, if you. But I was thinking, I didn't. I had this down to be on the list of to do, to be finished, a note on entrapment. So there you have it. It's the occasion. A massive figure, literally and figuratively. A Scotsman who's prime minister. Not that he lived in Scotland anymore. I think he lived in California, in America somewhere anyway. His prime minister said yesterday that she will miss him, Scotland will miss him, and one of the greatest Scotsmen, something like that. Known for his James Bond 007 roles. But in his career, there were other more relevant parts. Entrapment is not one of the best, so that's why I'm more focused on him as a towering figure, as a legend, than on the movie itself. Interesting, watchable, of course. There's also Catherine Zeta-Jones, his partner in the movie, and partner in crime. Both into stealing jewelry and precious things, but competing or clashing with each other, if you will. He's reluctant to go on a job with this woman. He's almost more or less retired, and otherwise they have the accoutrements. The film has the traits of an interesting thriller. They have to train, they have to see how they get through the defense, through the alarm systems, the rays, and everything else that we know from Mission Impossible to so many thousands of movies of the genre. But returning to Sean Connery, he was awarded the Oscar for a supporting role in Untouchables. That smart, clever, shrewd, a sergeant he was. He's found by the famous character who took down Al Capone, Robert De Niro, in the movie. Very vicious. There's a scene in which he addresses the mobsters, the heads of the families, of the gangs, if you will. And memorable speech. It was left in my head from, 30 years ago when the film was launched, and I saw it for the first time. Maybe just 20 years ago, I'm not sure, but still years and years. And he talks as if he is upset, but not letting know what will happen. And with 25 people or more at the table, he takes the baseball bat and smashes the head of the one he thinks, maybe he knows for sure, has informed the police or the FBI. He smashes his head on the table in a pool of blood. So for that movie, Sean Connery got the Oscar. And another thing, before I wrap this up, I read about him in making movies. Sidney Lumet was talking about the difficulty to have, let's say, Sean Connery and Dustin Hoffman in the same frame. Sean Connery is, 190 centimeters, was poor man, he's dead now. 190 centimeters, very tall anyway. Okay? And Dustin Hoffman was very short. So how can you? And about Dustin Hoffman, you can read much more, and so many things in the Bible of making movies, called Adventures in the Screen Trade by William Goldman. Although Hoffman and quite a few others, Robert Redford, Al Pacino has a mean event depicted in the book. So you can read so much about movies in Adventures in the Screen Trade, William Goldman. And Sean Connery, well, may he rest in peace.